What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Mike, coming with episode. I don't know what this is, but this is week 10 of 12 of this current class that I'm in. Including this week, I have 3 weeks left of this class. Including this week, I have a short paper due this week, like 200 words. So I'm gonna be able to knock it out pretty quick. There's a couple of videos I have to watch for this class, and then kind of like do a response based off of a posting in our book. So I gotta do that, and then we have that. I'm still waiting for my paper I did a couple weeks ago. I'm still waiting for that to get graded. We had a video last week that we had to record, like a 2 minute video, so nothing too crazy. I'm waiting for that to get graded. I have the post this week. I think I have a post next week, and I have my presentation the week after that, and that's it. So close, so close. The thing that kind of stinks a little bit is that my group wants to meet on Thursday evening to kind of like get things together. I'm like, gotta get with your group, but I'm like, man, I gotta miss my gym time. So, and y'all know me about the gym. Gym is my happy place. That's where I go to relax, have fun, push myself to my absolute limit. But that's my fun. That's my fun time. So I'm like, you know what? You gotta do what you gotta do. You gotta make the sacrifice. And it's one day. I ain't gonna die. It's my favorite day of the gym. So I'm like, but it's all good. It's all good. Got 3 weeks left of this class, and then I got 12 weeks of toward my big paper. About 50 to 75 pages. That's the length that they gave us for this paper, and that's it. And the funny, interesting thing is that for my practicum class, we have to be exception to the class. And I was checking my portal today, and it said I had a diploma hold. I was like, oh, so they put me in my class, so they see that this is the only thing I got left. So I was like, okay, it makes it feel a little bit more exciting, like I'm almost there. So it's really, really cool to be like, yo, I got 15 weeks of school left. That's it. And then your boy is done. Your boy is done. Because your boy's tired of school. Your boy is tired. I'm used to staying up late, but I'm tired of having to stay up late to do homework. It's one thing to stay up late because you want to stay up late. It's like, I want to watch the show, chill with people type thing. But because you're writing a 75-page paper, it's like, man, I want to do this. The struggle is real, man. The struggle is real. But it's all good. Ain't that much longer. So, it's like my kung fu teacher said years ago. It's the difficulty that makes it great. And you have to sacrifice for your goals, or your goals will become your sacrifice. Your boy has so many different analogies I've heard throughout the years, and they kind of like all ring true. So it's a sacrifice I have to make for my academic goals. Gotta do what you gotta do, and it's not much longer. It's not much longer. No, I've already been in it for 2.5 years. What's 15 weeks? That's nothing at all. So I'm really looking forward to being done. Now, there's a joke that's been going around, at the hospital, like, hey, Michael, what's the next degree that you're gonna get? Because we know you never stop. And I'm like, hey, don't put that idea in my head, because your boy's tired. But I'm like, And the thing is, I enjoy learning. I enjoy knowledge. I've always struggled with school, so I'm super happy that I'm doing so well in this program, because it's been a journey. Again, as y'all saw from my previous video about my academic journey, it's been a struggle for your boy. So I'm so happy that I'm doing so well in this program. And I'm this close, and I have to double check the timelines for the honor society that I'm applying to. I see exactly when the timeline is supposed to be done. I think they look over things in June or July. I have to double check, because my academic counselor, she told me like, oh yeah, they check around this time. And I have like one more person I was waiting for reference from, and he said, yeah, let me know when it's due. Da 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 da. So I messaged her previously. That's what she was saying. Let me know when it's due. So I'm gonna take another look at it. Since we have 3 weeks left of this class, I'm probably gonna message her relatively soon, just be like, hey, just let you know. Also that they usually take a look at things around this time. But if you have some time, since classes are ending relatively soon, to go ahead and write my letter, my quick reference letter, that'd be awesome. Again, it doesn't have to be anything super crazy. Like some people are like, oh yeah, I recommend Michael for this honor society. So that's what some people have been writing. So I'm like, okay, cool. So again, I already have more references than I need, but if you can always get more, I think it just makes you look a little bit better, if you will. So I'm like, hey, let me see how many references I can get, type thing. So that's what I'm kind of doing with this honor society. Um, I'm looking forward to being done. I'm looking forward to being done. But again, going back, people are like, oh, Michael, what's the next with with you in academics? Like where are you trying to go? What are your goals? People are like, what are you trying to do with your life? So academically, I'm done. I may do some certs later on. Like I was talking to one of my big bosses a couple weeks ago. We were talking about the Lean Six Sigma certification. Was it? It's called. There's one called Kaizo, I think it is. And there's also Six Sigma. There's also Lean Six Sigma. So there's almost like three different certs that are in like the same family. However, they each one has like a different focus, if you will. Lean Six Sigma is a little bit more popular, whereas I think it is Kaizo. I have to look at the name again. That's a little bit of a newer process comparable to Six Sigma or Lean Six Sigma. So I may look into those depending on how I feel. Again, with Six Sigma, they have Lean Six Sigma. I think Six Sigma also they have like different belt levels, and that's just a Lean Six Sigma is pretty much just a operational certification that tells you how to reduce waste, increase efficiency within a company. So it's like every company is like, hey, how can we quote unquote reduce expenditure, reduce waste, maintain efficiency, so we can be as as beneficial as we can, so we can bring in as much revenue as we can. So that's pretty much the premise of Six Sigma, Lean Six Sigma, and the last one I'm thinking about. So we'll see what happens with that. Um, One thing that I did say is that if I ever did go back to school, then I will actually go back for PA. I'll have some prereqs I have to finish before then. So I'm like, if I ain't gotta go to high school, I don't want to. And I'm like, I tell everyone, they're like, oh, where do you go? Where do you go? I'm like, I want to go into admin because, like I told you guys, I've been doing bedside, healthcare for 17 years. That's a long time. And were all of them full time hours? No, but a lot of them were close to full time hours. Like when I was working PRN, I was working PRN, but I was also in school. So my whole working career has been in healthcare, has been bedside pretty much. I was only not at bedside for a year, 2 years. That's when I first started at my current employer. That's the only time I was not at bedside. Then I went back like a year later or 2 years later, PRN. So I'm still at bedside. I'm still, you know, waist deep with the mess. I'm still seeing all sorts of the craziness. So I've been at bedside for a long time. I'm like, I think it'd be pretty cool to admin. I'm never gonna forget my bedside roots, ever, 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 because it's taught me so much about myself, so much about healthcare, and just about life in general. One thing that I've been telling people is that I want to see the patient, but I want to see the person behind the patient, because we all get lost in the sauce of like seeing the patient, saying, oh yeah, you have put on this gown, put on this gown. And as soon as someone puts on the gown, we see a patient, not a person. So I'm trying to put the person back into the healthcare. I'm trying to put the human back into healthcare. Because again, we always see the patient, we always see the syndrome compared to the person or the human, which kind of stinks. So I'm like, hey, let's put the person before the patient. Let's put the human back in healthcare, so we can get people feeling better physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. All the aspects. It's about that whole person approach type thing. So I'm like, I've learned a lot with that. I feel like I can still take those things and bring it into the admin sphere, and just kind of keep being influential in that realm also. Because I think, like I said, I've learned a lot. I've done a lot. Um, I feel like I have a wealth of knowledge, and I feel like I can bring a lot to the table in in upper level admin. And even if it's just you know absorbing information and running a project or running a team or just putting my little 2 cents in here and there, just kind of get the ball rolling for different things and try to initiate new initiatives and like, hey, no, this has worked before, so let's try this here. Or hey, this is something I've seen on the floor, this is something I've seen with particular patients, these are some patient complaints, let's go ahead and see how we can do this, how we can change this so everyone can be happier and healthier in the long run. So that's kind of what I'm looking forward to, is just getting into the upper admin realm, and whether there's something that pops up in my full-time job, my part-time job, or elsewhere. I'm gonna keep my eyes out. I'm gonna keep my eyes looking. And I did talk to my boss about a week ago, and he was like, "Yeah, some things may be coming up. No, so we'll see what happens." So I'm just gonna keep my eyes open. And like I said, I'm not going to try to apply for anything external until after graduation. I may wait even longer than that because there's some other things I'm thinking about. Um, I'll probably put this, in regards to like exercise tips for beginners. But one of the things I was thinking about is, again, your boy likes to have fun. Your boy loves working out. Your boy loves lifting. But I've lifted for fun and not for a purpose per se. I've done a lot of running. I've done all sorts of different things. Done martial arts. But even with martial arts, I've never competed, against anybody besides at my school. Whenever I ran for fun. I didn't race anybody or anything like that, purposely, but no, racing people at the races. Lifting, like I was doing my deadlift, I was trying to max out and things like that, but wasn't competing against anybody. It was just for fun. So something I'm thinking about doing maybe is I may try to compete and partake in a bodybuilding show one day. I'm thinking about next year, so 2026, 2027. No, I'll be a little bit older, but I think that there's a lot of time left, and I feel like it's not necessarily the age; it's how you utilize your age and what life kind of gives you, if you will. Um, but I also want to talk to some people that I know who've competed, like what they liked about it, what they didn't like about it, how they found their coach, how much their coach was, just kind of like getting like a back, just kind of like a firsthand knowledge of what it's actually like. I've seen, from afar, what it's like. I've seen one of the YouTubers I follow. Shout out to Chris Jones, Beast Mode Jones. Shout out. My tiny channel compared to his almost 500,000 subscribers, but you know what I mean. Um, but I saw whenever he was competing in his show, like some of the stuff that he was doing, like with his cardio and his nutrition and everything like that. And the man stays lean. The man, like he does do dirty bulks and things like that. But when he cuts, the man cuts, and so I'm like, hey, respect. So I've seen from afar, like some of the commitment that it takes and things like that. And like I said, I have an idea of the nutritional sacrifices I'll have to make, but I've never gone to that level of sacrifice, that level of stress, that level of fatigue. I know that's a different beast because you're cutting your carbs down no particular times. I've heard that the stress is insane. You can't sleep. I've heard a lot about it, so I'm kind of curious to see what it'll be like, and see what kind of sacrifice it is. Because one thing about me, if you guys haven't noticed, is I think I'm something I was thinking about is I think I'm obsessed with achieving goals. And I don't think there's anything wrong with wanting to be a goal digger, as they say. um, but it could be detrimental, I think. But it's always good to have something that you're working for. I think it's kind of like a double-edged sword because you don't want to always like just chase, but you never know how far you can go until you push to your absolute limit and then beyond there. You know what I mean? It's a double edged sword, and I feel like it would be cool to be in uh, in a very select crowd of people who've competed in a bodybuilding show. Because if you're trying to see how many people have done this, and this, it will put me in a very, very small circle of people who have multiple black belts, a doctorate degree, have ran a marathon, and created a bodybuilding show. That's a lot of accolades. Not to my own horn or anything like that, but not a lot of people can say they've done those things. Not a lot of people can say they've done like one, two, three, let alone all four of those things. So I think we're pretty cool. And like I said, I've always been interested in bodybuilding and stuff like that. And I think this will be like an emotional thing too. Because one thing I think I told you guys, I've never taken off my shirt in front of anybody because of the gyno that I had, and it still affects me mentally and emotionally. So I think me competing in a bodybuilding show would get my physique to a place that's like, okay, I feel comfortable, or I have to feel comfortable taking my shirt off in front of people. But I think it will be a emotional battle that I've conquered too. So it'll be like a multi-pronged approach, if you will. So that's what I'm thinking about. So that'll be probably my next big goal. So again, I have other goals. Like I want to take singing lessons. I want to start saving up for a house or a condo or a townhouse or something like that. So that'll be in my top three goals, if you will, is singing lessons, saving up for a house, and then potential bodybuilding show. I have to look into it to see what classes and weights and things like that. And there's a dude at the gym that I go to that he actually just got 2 pro cards last year, not too long ago. So I'm like, hey, proud of you, dude. Like, talk to every now and then, but nothing too crazy. Let me kind of like pick his brain a little bit, see what it was like. I remember classes he competed in. I think he was classic, and I think he also did physique. Looking at his build, those are the 2 classes I can see him competing in. Because he is not a skinnier guy, but the way that he would have to cut down, he would have to be he would have to probably. I'm assuming he'll be like less than 160s, but a muscular dude. So no, he put some work in. So I have to talk to him, see what classes that he competed in, how he found his classes, all those different things. So I become curious about that. So I'll kind of go into a little more detail, like on one of my fitness videos. I may record a gym video tomorrow. We'll see what happens. Because your boy has been a little bit tired. Motivation has still been in there to record videos for people and just kind of like share my knowledge of things I've done over the years. But again, if there's anything that you guys are curious about, drop them in the chat. Let me know what you guys are curious about, how I can share knowledge with you guys, so I can help you guys be as to be more optimal. Again, that's the thing about being as optimal as you can, and just about trying to improve yourself 1% a day. That's all it is. Doesn't sound like a lot, but it adds up over time, like compound interest. It's a little bit here, a little bit there, a little bit here, a little bit there, and at the end, it's something big. So let me know how I can help you guys out. Drop some comments in the chat. Let me know what you guys want to see, what you guys want to hear, so we can just keep chopping it up a little bit. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Just want to stop, chat with you guys a little bit, and tell you guys how far I'm at, where I'm at. Oh, so I think I mentioned it last time that looking for my graduation. So I have my graduation suit already, like I said. There's one of 4 watches that I'm thinking about getting. I think I've narrowed it down. I think I know which one I'm gonna get. It's nice. I just have to figure out if I'm getting new shoes, or I'm gonna just use Chelsea boots that I have with my suit, and what color shirt and tie I want to wear. So trying to determine that, and I'm looking for a new barber shop because I see your boy hair look a little rough. But there's a barbershop that I saw online. It's more like a male salon, some kind of like a spa salon type thing. So they can do like massages and all sorts of things, like pedicures and all sorts of things. I think it's called Hammer and Nails. I'm gonna double check. I think that's the name of it. So I may check them out. Pre-graduation pictures and then pre-graduation. So your boy's hair can be looking right. Get the waves popping a little bit more. Because that's the thing. Because I waved so long that even with my hair like this, I can brush it and you can see the waves a little bit. But as soon as I cut my hair, wash it, I can brush it for like 5 minutes and waves pop back up. So I ain't too worried about my waves. What they can or can't do. Am I spinning like 360 Jeezy? No, I ain't spinning like 360 Jeezy. Am I spinning like Sir Cruz used to be? Absolutely not. Sir Cruz was like one of the GOATs, man. So my hair ain't that level, but like I did a little damage. You can see the waves popping a little bit. Nothing crazy, but you can see the waves popping a little bit. So that's kind of like where I'm at. So I'm gonna check out that place, um, and see if I can get in and all this stuff. See if I like it, if it's worth it. If I don't like it the first time, then I'm gonna probably ask one of my boys to see like where they went, because one of my dudes, he used to live not too far from me, like relatively not too far, and then he moved to a different city, which is a little bit further, but I can still kind of like ask him about like his connections, stuff like that. See his barbershop. But yeah, so those some different things I'm thinking about. But again, week 10 of 12, 3 weeks of this class, 12 weeks of the next, and then it's Dr. Hill. It's up from here. But until next time, later.